Alright, so welcome back to another installment of Speak Your Mind TV, and in today's episode, we have another update on the Noel Maitland case. Alright, so the mother of cop's child changed her mind of giving a statement to the police. That's Noel Maitland's baby mother, who is also a cop. So a superintendent who was crime officer at the Tree police station in St. Andrew in July 2022 on Tuesday told the court that he had no knowledge that Katie Ann Smith, a former district constable who is the mother of Constable Noel Maitland's child, had left the island. So Maitland is on trial in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston for murder and preventing the lawful burial of corpse after his 24-year-old girlfriend Donnelly Dancer went missing on July the 12th, 2022. So Donald, who was a social media influencer and entrepreneur, was last seen at Chelsea Manor apartment complex in New Kingston, St. Andrew, where Maitland lived. During cross-examination by the King's Counsel, Larry Smith, who is one of Maitland's five attorneys, the superintendent whose name is being withheld, was asked whether Maitland's baby mother gave a statement in the relation to the case. So senior policeman said Maitland's child's mother had initially agreed to give a statement but later declined, claiming that she received advice from an uncle capable not to do so. I'm not aware that the child's mother left the country during the period of the investigation into the matter, the superintendent told the court. He said that Maitland was always cooperative through the investigation and provided unimpeded access to investigation, who combed his apartment and his motor vehicle for evidence. So the superintendent said that Maitland also made a Toyota motor vehicle belonging to his child's mother available for inspection during investigation. So the superintendent told the court that Maitland even complied with a request to make his licensed firearm available as part of the probe. Alright, so as I said before, all of this is coming from a reliable source. That's the Jamaica Observer. But as I said in my last video talking about the whole Maitland case, bro, there's a lot to it other than what I see. You get me? I say? I think the fact, my man, Maitland's a police officer. So Maitland know the exact precaution to take when dealing with scenarios like this. That's why he haven't been sentenced yet, because he basically I try to manipulate the system the way I see it. Because if I'm a police officer and I'm good at my job, I'm gonna have links. I'm gonna know what to do if this goes like this. You get me? I say? So basically I try to fight the system. You get me? I say? As much as he's behind bars and also going through trial, I think if he wasn't a police and if he never know the ropes, he would have been sentenced already. And as much as they have evidence on him, he haven't been sentenced as yet because I'm still go through the trial, and it's a kind of lengthy process because this happened from 2022. You get me? I say, and man is the thing. This is the last of it. The man is the thing said this will be the last of it. And regarding his baby mother, in the earliest part of the trial, like in the earliest part of the investigation, people said that his baby mother was linked with the killing. And in this report they are basically saying that the baby mother refused to testify because of personal reason and because of a family member told her not to. But anyways, we're gonna jump back into the story. So when asked by Smith if an statement he had given in relation to the case he had described by color a settee that removed from Maitland's apartment, the superintendent said he did not. In my statement, I didn't describe the settee as brownish burgundy. I agree that today is the first time I'm saying that, the cop told the court. So during the cross-examination, the superintendent told the court that on July the 14th, 2022, he received information, and the next day, based on the information he received on the previous day, he called Maitland and told him about the information he had received and explained to him that it was believed that he could assist in the investigation of missing persons report having to do with Donaldson. I told him I wanted a statement, and he gave no objection, and statement was recorded from Mr. Maitland. Arrangements were made to have Constable Noel Maitland apartment processed by the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch. The apartment was processed. I spoke to Mr. Maitland again the following Monday, and I told him that I wanted to have his BMW car and his Toyota motor vehicle car belonged to Katie and Smith processed by CTOC. He responded by saying yes, and the cars were made available. So the superintendent told the court that after he gave the instruction for the cars to be processed, he tasked one of the subordinates to go to the location to identify a truck and the truck driver. The truck driver was taken to a location where he indicated that he had taken the settee. The location was a car wash. The superintendent said, in addition to Casey Smith, Maitland, four other attorneys are Christopher Townsend, Sanjay Smith, Chadwick Berry, and Casey and Kennedy Sermon. Alright, so as I say from the case, there's a lot of go to me as I said, a lot of going thing are going on the case based on my views and based on what me I read. I think this case should have been closed a long time ago, and Maitland should be sentenced by now because you guys have the necessary evidence, you guys have testimonies, witness. You get me? I say you guys have all of that. So why isn't Noel Maitland sentenced already? And as I said before, Noel Maitland is smart. I don't know if this the second time I do something like this, but he's a cop, so the work around the system. You have links, and he might be, he might definitely know him. I do. I can't say might. He definitely know what he's doing. And if him never know him, have friends in the police force that can assist him with handling things like this, bro. Because if you speak facts, we are in Jamaica, bro. Police kill people every day, and it always go unspoken. You never see things like that in the media. Things like that are always hush hush. But it's a case where Donaldson thing was more different because it's not like it's not like she was murdered and not in connection with Maitland. She was last seen at Maitland's apartment. So they said that water kind of stir up. You get me also? And if it was a case where remember there was surveillance camera probably not in Maitland's apartment but in the neighbor's apartment and could have shown when Donnelly accessed Maitland's apartment. But now we can see the footage. So basically those footage were delete or those footage were taken by Maitland. It's obvious. You get me? I say so. As I say, the fact that he's a cop, in basically I get away with a lot in this case. But you know what people always say: when you're digging a hole, make sure you dig two. And I think it is just a case like this, bro. And the fact that you can deny the burial of a suffering mother, because basically the mother suffer because of this case in terms of mentally, physically. You get me? I say. And it's a case where, bro, I'm not sure, bro. I don't know how it feels to lose a child. You get me? I say, and to lose a child and being unable to bury a child, bro. That's cool, bro.